Hello, I'm Adrian, and welcome to Fight Scene Breakdown. On today's Fight Scene Breakdown, we're taking a look at Optimus' final battle against Megatron and the Fallen in Transformers 2. After being dead for most of the movie, Optimus is brought back to life and is immediately told that he must take out the machine that the Fallen has activated. He groggily wakes up and Jetfire promptly sacrifices himself to turn him into Super Saiyan Optimus, for lack of a better term. He takes out the machine in a matter of seconds, and now he must defeat both Megatron and the Fallen with his new tricked out power. Michael Bay has mentioned how he wishes this fight could have been a bit longer, even matching the length and scope of the forest fight, but acknowledges that it was simply a matter of budget and time. They were running out of both by the time they got to working on this scene, and he had to truncate it by a significant amount. However, in hindsight, I believe it worked well because it very much contrasted the power levels seen in the forest battle. Optimus was a force to be reckoned with against the three Decepticons, but still had to put up a fight. Here, Optimus is not only incredibly angry at the Fallen for killing his fellow Primes, but also beefed up to an incredible degree, so it makes sense that he would defeat Megatron and kill the Fallen so quickly. This lack of time relates to the cinematography quite a bit, as you will notice that big chunks of the fights take place in single shots. It was probably much easier to set up a couple wide shots and then add in the VFX than filming it from various angles. For example, here the camera pans left, then right, to follow the fight, and then later on the entire final beatdown of the Fallen takes place in essentially one take. A plus in my opinion, as you can see everything quite clearly. Also, this low angle shot right here really highlights just how gargantuan these robots are. It was edited very smoothly as well, with no jarring cuts. While Optimus is focused on the Fallen, Megatron tackles him by surprise, and in an awesome counter move, Optimus actually propels himself into a nearby wall to take both attackers off of him. Once they are both back on their feet, Megatron goes on the offensive, but by leaving his arm extended after firing at Optimus, Prime actually takes the opportunity to perform a little armbar on Megatron, exerting a tremendous amount of strength to bend the Decepticon's arm inward in order for him to blast his own face with his famed fusion cannon. How he survived this blow is mind-blowing considering the amount of damage we all know it does. However, not content with dealing that crippling blow to Megatron, Optimus literally punches his arm off, and by reversing the thrusters on his jetpack, fires at Megatron, completely putting him out of commission. The Fallen is dealt with extremely quickly as well, but he does put up a fight. One of Optimus's biggest advantages right now is that he has a giant jetpack which also doubles as a cannon strapped to his back. So the first order of business from the Fallen is to try to disable that threat as quickly as possible. He takes a hit to the face, but then promptly counters by ripping one of his thrusters off and using it as a melee weapon. Unfortunately for the Fallen, he believes that he will overpower Optimus in a strength tussle, but ends up coming up short-handed. Optimus quickly wrestles the bow staff out of his control and jams it right through his neck. Then continuing his brutal counterattack, bends the bow staff as if it were a pair of pliers and uses it to rip the Fallen's face off. As a short aside, this actually reminded me of what Bionicle characters look like with their masks off. And Optimus's finishing move is nothing short of epic. He drives an uppercut right through the Fallen, holding his spark, or in other words, his heart, and then proceeds to crush it in his hand. What did you guys think of the fight? Which fight would you like me to analyze next? Join my Patreon to get access to cool behind the scenes stuff and a bunch of other rewards. Subscribe and you can follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and brand new Facebook fan page, Godzilla Rex. See you next time.